Welcome back to Heartland Family Adventures. Today we welcome you to join us at one of the most elegant and special dining locations that you can experience at Magic Kingdom, Cinderella's Royal Table. This restaurant is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and because Cinderella's is very small and highly sought after, it is one of the most difficult reservations to get at Magic Kingdom. We were so excited to get a dining reservation here and experience it for the first time with our family. My daughter and I are huge Cinderella fans, and the restaurant is located inside of Cinderella's castle, and Cinderella herself comes out to greet her guests during this fine dining experience. If you time your reservation right in the evening, you can also enjoy the nighttime fireworks from the inside of the restaurant. This was a really neat experience because they dim the lights and play the music from the show while you watch the fireworks outside the windows. If you're new to our channel, thanks for joining us today. We welcome you to check out our channel for more fun Disney content like this. We post new videos every week with our family travels, dining reviews, resort tours, and more, and hope you enjoy.
So this is cool. We had a late Cinderella's Royal Table. It's 6:40 reservation.
Yep, and they close off Fantasyland for the fireworks, and so we get like private access to the castle back here. This is so cool. Wow, this is kind of amazing. And the castle looks gorgeous.
This is where we're going.
This is where we're going.
Nobody here. That's the sight you don't see. That's the fireworks technician. And the quarters gate. Princess Cinderella ready to go into her dinner.
Cameras ready and remain seated.
Look at this room. Anna, we have entered the castle. Your castle. Up the stairs.
Wow, we're really climbing. Really climbing up here. Oh, you can see the chandeliers up there. We were just there.
Oh, you look down.
Okay, that's the restaurant. We're still climbing. We're still climbing. Oh, here we are.
Welcome, royalty. How are we this evening? Hello, Your Highness.
Hey, you ready?
Welcome, royalty.
Hello, pretty princess. Isn't this place beautiful? Oh my goodness. It is so gorgeous in here. Chandeliers, beautiful stained glass windows, high ceilings. Look at the wood decor up here and the flags. It's just gorgeous. So much detail inside. Loving the windows too. Actually pretty small in here. It's not very big. And kids have got their activity books and they're coloring already. Got a candle in our centerpiece of our table. Dave's looking over the wine
I
list.
got my activity book.
Dave's activity book. pretty napkins here. And everybody gets a wishing star when you arrive. It's just a pretty little souvenir from this. So cute. It's a sparkly wishing star. There she is. Oh. Aw, so sweet.
She said hi to me.
She did, didn't she?
We have an extensive wine list at this location, as well as specialty cocktails, beer, champagne and sparkling wine, white and red wine, and a series of wine flights.
All right, Sam, what'd you get?
So I got the Belle of the Ball flight. So this is a selection of sampling of 3 different Pinot Noirs. And I happen to love Pinot Noir, so like that's just perfect for me. So we have 3 different ones. So they have the lighter, moving up to the more robust, richer wines. So this is the Dairyman, Russian River Valley, Sonoma County, the opulent berry fruit kind of flavor. Yeah, the lightest Pinot. This one's really nice. Got just very much berry notes going on there. It says this one is made in a cool climate, foggy and sunny. It's kind of neat that they give you a little sheet that tells you all about them. This one is the Las Aturas. This is from St. Lucia Highlands, Monterey County, rich and robust. I like that one. Yeah, just like a little step up as far as flavor, a little bit bolder flavor. Still the kind of berry and fruit notes going on there. And then the last one, this one is the Clark and Telephone, the Santa Maria Valley, Santa Barbara County, fresh and spicy. Yeah. Yep, that one's got a kick to it, definitely. You can get the kind of the spice and the aftertaste. A little bit of berryness, but then you get the spice kick in later. That one's really nice. That one's more, I guess I would say, less sweet, more dry. That one's pretty good. But I think out of the 3, my favorite is probably the one in the middle. That one's really good. The light one's really good too.
That sounds like you.
I kind of went second, 2, 1,
medium body.
2, 1, and then 3.
Dinner at Cinderella's is a prix-fixe fine dining experience, where guests get to choose an appetizer, entree, and dessert for a set price. The appetizer course includes the soup of the day, the heirloom tomato salad with roasted pork belly, a charcuterie plate, or a plant-based option with the royal cheese course. The kids' meal also includes an appetizer, entree, and dessert, and the kids' appetizer options include the sliced apples, garden salad, or a cheddar cheese and grapes.
So the kids both started with the grapes and the cheese. You like that, Henry? What do you think, Emma? So I got the heirloom tomato salad. Comes with mixed heirloom tomatoes, roasted pork belly, which is what really drew me to it, a blue cheese mousse, candied walnuts, and balsamic vinegar, which is also something that I really love. So looking forward to it.
All right, Dave, what you got here?
Try to get the perfect bite here. It's got that
You got all the things.
tomato, the pork belly, the candied walnuts, and salad.
The leafy green salad. And they give you a really large bowl. How's that vinaigrette?
It's nice. It all goes really well together. That pork belly.
No, the pork belly is the star, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
That was a good choice.
I become a big pork belly fan because of Disney.
Right? Right? Yeah, we're going to be going
Maybe
to
not.
Steakhouse 71 later this week, so I can't wait to try the bacon and eggs again.
Yeah, maybe not quite Steakhouse 71, but very good.
Yeah.
But with the tomatoes and the all
Everything together.
it's a very nice kind of
Awesome.
appetizer.
Nice. I'm really enjoying the charcuterie. It's nice and light. Good. Everything pairs really nicely together, especially if you're getting some wine. I finished off one of my my flight, but it's really nice that you can do this or the cheese tray. They have that plant-based option as well. You can get with cheese. That goes really nicely if you're getting some wine to go with your meal. Want something along the lighter side, the salad as well. Really good options. Making a little bite, a little sandwich here. Perfect bite. Let's see if I can do this.
So you're a pickle fan. I am not, which is why I avoided the charcuterie.
They're like a really nice, like fresh pickle, like a really kind of a spicy sweet pickle. It's really good. Now the prosciutto is nice and it's delicious and nice and salty. These crisp kind of baguette crackers are really good. Nice, gives it that crunch component. Pate, the whole grain mustard, that's really, it's very strong flavor, so just use it sparingly. But everything else pairs really nicely together. I like this selection of they pair really good together. How are you enjoying yours, Miss Princess?
I love mine. And the cheese was so cheddary and delicious.
So cheddary. Do you think that Jack and Gus prepared the cheese and fruit for you?
Probably.
Yeah. How about you, Henry? How are you doing over here, buddy? Are you enjoying this meal so far?
Yeah, and Jack and Gus were trying to eat this. And
Do you think that they tried to eat your cheese? But I bet Cinderella said, no, that's for Henry.
she said she's nice to me.
She did. She blew you a kiss, didn't she? That was so sweet. Cinderella's so happy that you're here. The kids are really enjoying this. This has been really fun. They loved it whenever they did the wishing stars and the room went dark and the magic. That was really sweet. I'm really distracted by what's going on behind you. Got some smoke and blue stuff going on back here. This is really pretty in here. All right, we're gonna keep eating. We'll show you when our entrees come out.
Entree options include the Magic Carpet Ride pork tenderloin, roasted chicken breast, catch of the day, the beef tenderloin, or the plant-based option is a chickpea panisse. Kids' entrees include the fish of the day, chicken nuggets, beef tenderloin, or the macaroni and cheese with the choice of 2 sides.
I am going to try this steak. It looks so good. Smells good too.
This is a kids' meal. The kids' meal comes with a beef tenderloin, which is pretty awesome.
It's perfect for this princess.
Yeah. It's a good flavor.
So good.
Try those mashed potatoes.
That's
Those
right.
look delicious.
These look really good. Sticky down.
Nice and buttery,
And nice and buttery and
creamy.
Oh, now I got something else going on. Oh.
good.
Is that awesome?
As they opened up.
What's really going on out there? Look at that! Oh my goodness! Crazy! This is a really neat experience. See the fireworks shooting off back here. We can hear the music in here as well. hear the music from the show and then watch the fireworks being shot off back here. This is really neat. A glimpse of the fireworks going off. All right, Dave's getting into his scallops. Tell us about these, Dave.
Scallops are done right.
Perfectly cooked.
They're so good.
They look delicious. They smelled so good when he brought it out.
It's that nice sear, but really.
Maybe what, like three large scallops?
3 large scallops, and that sauce is
Yeah.
to die for.
Oh. That's some kind of a small pasta.
Yeah. So that sauce
Soaks up the sauce.
and the sauteed onions.
Oh, nice.
This is fantastic. Yeah.
Is it meeting your
Not
expectations,
disappointed in
Dave?
this at all.
Yeah, is it meeting your
This is
expectations?
like fine dining kind of quality. It's
Oh,
really
wonderful.
good.
How's the wine? I forgot to ask you. I'm watching the fireworks go off behind you.
It's a really good cab. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very happy
Got a
with that.
Cabernet.
Yeah. A little bit bolder. Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd recommend the scallops.
Awesome. Don't mind me, just watching enchantment going off behind you. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Emma is loving this. Eating and singing.
Yummy.
Yeah, look at this little boy. Oh my goodness. He's going to town on this corn on the cob. You're loving it. Good kids' meals here. Woo. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Woo. The villains part, Emma. The villains. Oh, it's green out there. Oh my goodness, look at that. Woo, green and red. Those big, oh my goodness, fire. Woo. That was really bright. Dun, dun, dun. It's the villains part of the show.
Good job, buddy. I do want to eat your mac and cheese. Some mac and
We
cheese.
were gonna get the villains later.
Right.
You want to go straight to rice? All right.
All right, so I got the beef tenderloin. This comes with Brussels sprouts and with potatoes. It says maple glazed Brussels sprouts, and then a seasonal vegetable. So that's your Brussels, and then a sauce for the days. Head into this beef tenderloin and see how this is.
So good.
That melts in your mouth. That's perfectly cooked. That's for medium. Look at this. That's perfect.
you, little princess.
Oh, it's got a wonderful sear on it, on that crust. Locks in the flavor. Juicy, tender. Just seriously, I don't think I even need a knife. Like, my goodness. Melt in your mouth, tender, but so well seasoned, nice and salty. And the flavor on that is fantastic. Whatever the sauce is so good. Bordelaise sauce. And get into these veggies. And I don't want to after that. Tenderloin. Okay. Not a big Brussels sprouts person. Let's see if this makes me a fan.
Emma's enjoying herself.
So this comes with Brussels sprouts and then seasonal vegetables and this Bordelaise sauce. I'm gonna try the Brussels sprout. I'm not a big Brussels sprouts person, but that's perfectly cooked. It's actually pretty pleasant. It's pretty good. No, that's a lot for me to say that. Okay, I've got a mushroom here. Those potatoes are just so whipped and creamy. Whipped and creamy and salty. I don't know if that makes sense. Very well seasoned. Really, really good. And I see you snuck a scallop over here on my plate. So I guess I'm supposed to try this now.
Right?
Oh. Perfectly cooked. Yeah, just perfectly, and then nicely seasoned. You get the sweetness of the scallops come through. Nicely seasoned. Oh, that's delicious. Buttery scallops. That's perfect. It's perfection. This tenderloin, the best tenderloin I've had at Disney.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna try a bite of this so you can tell me what you think. All right, Dave. Dave is trying the tenderloin. Dave is more of a critic than I am. What do you think?
That sauce is fantastic.
Right?
Really, really tender. Yeah. For like beef tenderloin.
That's hard to beat, right?
That's great.
Yeah, we've had a lot of the beef tenderloin here at Disney.
Like you said, this is above BR
This
Gas quite a bit.
is signature dining at its finest here at Disney
Everything
property.
is quality.
I can see why these reservations are very hard to come by. This proves it. This
and
is
it's great because you think it's just the experience of eating in the castle, but it's the food.
it's a fine dining experience.
Yep.
Yes. No, this is fantastic. Wow. And we haven't even gotten to dessert yet.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, there she Aw, look, Henry. She's over there. Say hi to her. She waved at you. She liked you. Aww, so sweet. So sweet. Aww.
For the grand finale, you get to choose from a variety of dessert options, including Jack and Gus's cheesecake, the Clock Strikes 12 dark chocolate mousse, or the Coffee Pots de Creme coconut custard plant-based option. The kids' dessert options are really fun here as they are a create-your-own experience, including the Sword and the Sweet cookies and cream cheesecake mousse with a cookie sword, yogurt parfait, a seasonal sorbet, or the build-your-own cupcake.
Alright, so this is the Clock Strikes Midnight. So look at this. They've got a white chocolate cookie that looks like the clock, Cinderella's clock tower right there. That is so cool. So this is dark chocolate mousse with a caramel and crunchy praline center. So I'll cut in there and show you that. Served with chocolate sauce and hazelnut gelato. So I'm gonna try the hazelnut gelato. Ooh. Ooh. It's got little crunchy bits on top. That's really, really good. Nice hazelnut flavor there. All right, I'm gonna cut into, take the little chocolate piece on top. I'm guessing this is just white chocolate. Yep, it's such a pretty design. You wanna eat that?
And Henrietta's still on the clock. What do you think, buddy?
So this has got a caramel and crunchy praline center. So let's cut it. Oh, it's super soft. What? Okay. It is super, super, super chocolate. That chocolate ganache on the outside is very rich. Oh, and it's got like a little crunch on the inside. I see what it. Let's get in here and see. You see anything? So it's got like a cake. It says caramel and crunchy praline. Oh. You get inside. to the cake part, there's like little crunchy pralines, like really crunch factor in there. With the chocolate, that's really nice. Oh, I like that. Because the ganache and everything is very soft and sweet, and that kind of help gives you like the crunch factor. That's really nice. I'm gonna pair it with this hazelnut. That makes it taste like a Ferrero Rocher. That's really, really good.
Bunch of frosting here. So I'm gonna have to spread it over.
Make your own
this
cupcake. How cool.
Little cupcake. And I was gonna show this.
They have the
See, this
50th
is
there.
actually
That's
made
cocoa.
of
Cocoa powder.
cocoa powder.
That is very cool.
And so I'm gonna spread on with this
So get a
frosting.
vanilla cupcake as well as a red velvet cupcake.
That's already made.
Yeah.
So
You
you
get
can
this
probably add
make
some
this-
sprinkles to it. And
You can decorate it.
So I'm gonna start by just adding some frosting. And when I'm done with that, I'm gonna add some sprinkles. Okay. So I'm gonna start with these.
You want to get some? You want to
All
taste
over.
it? You want to try a bite?
Then I'll grab a couple Mickey sprinkles, put them all over the cupcake.
Nicely done, Emma.
That is very good.
You just finished that.
I think she likes it.
I'll take this one, but actually
Yeah, you can add some more decoration.
definitely red velvet.
Oh, it's sparkly, Emma. It's sparkly.
Look at that.
It is
Sparkly. It's
very
got like
sparkly.
edible glitter on there.
Oh my. Henry just took a bite of pure sugar.
That's fine. Alright. I'm so excited to try this because I do love red velvet.
You do.
Oh wow. That real velvet. That's really good.
So I forgot to point out that the outside of this chocolate ganache is sparkling with glitter. It's got like edible glitter on here. If you get close up, you can see it is sparkling with beautiful glitter on here. Look at the plate. This is also glittering. Everything is sparkling on here. And then we've also got these edible chocolate sticks to go. Just fun to eat with your meal.
And Emma's taking one.
And I have now lost. Just so much fun. All right, Dave. Dave got the pumpkin cheesecake.
So this is their seasonal dessert,
Seasonal dessert. Yep.
and I love pumpkin.
Look at
so
that. So it looks like it's got pumpkin cheesecake and then a couple pumpkin bread things.
It's got
with
the
it, too.
graham cracker crumble over here and some whipped cream. There's actually a little pumpkin bread too.
Oh, nice. And little crumble. Emma's going to take your pumpkin bread.
Oh, that's really,
How's the pumpkin cheesecake?
it's really like light, kind of like.
Oh,
very-
nice.
A lot of flavor. I like a lot of cheesecakes, so it's bigger, but
How is the pumpkin flavor?
it's really, really good. It's packed with flavor. Oh, got pumpkin seed.
It's got toasted pumpkin seeds on top.
Oh,
Kind of like a
I tried
deconstructed pumpkin pie.
Deconstructed pumpkin pie, but with cheesecake. The kids are eating your
The kids are stealing my dessert.
They're stealing your dessert. They were stealing your toasted pumpkin seeds off the
These are all
top.
good though. I tried. These
Yeah.
this is basically the gray stuff.
Yeah, gray stuff with like toppings, basically other
toppings,
toppings. So it's like the yummy gray stuff,
That's
but it
really
has
good.
like other yummy toppings, and also a sword. So can't beat that. And Emma is devouring her just
Here, you want some?
cupcakes over here. This chocolate dessert, oh my goodness, it's fantastic. It tastes like a Ferrero Rocher chocolate when you put it all together. Look at that sparkle on that chocolate. Oh my
I
goodness.
absolutely.
Because your wishing star ready?
Hey guys! Thanks for joining us today for our dining review of Cinderella's Royal Table. We wanted to just share with you a quick recap of our experience at Cinderella's. Oh my goodness, I'll just start with, that was a Disney dining bucket list experience for us. One that we finally were able to check off our list. We've been trying to get a dining reservation there for a long time, and we finally did. So I'll just let you know, the dining reservations for Cinderella's are very, very difficult to get. But sometimes, you know, if you can't, I would say the best way to get a dining reservation for Cinderella's is that you are planning your trip 60 days in advance. And if you're going to be staying for a week, then plan Cinderella's towards the end of your trip. You might be able to score a dining reservation toward the end of your trip. Yeah. But man, otherwise, I would say just keep checking the My Disney Experience app. Keep checking back on the app. Sometimes there are cancellations. That's how we were able to score our dining reservation. There was a cancellation at 6:40 on our Magic Kingdom day. I snagged that sucker, and we were able to go to Cinderella's. Yeah. We lucked out. We know that's not always the case. Don't count on being able to be able to snag a canceled reservation. Try to get those advanced dining reservations and book those right immediately as soon as you can, 60 days out. But definitely worth it. Oh my goodness, what an amazing experience. So Dave, kind of to share kind of your overall thoughts about just going in to Cinderella's and that process.
So you obviously book it for the experience, and that does not, and somehow it was even better than I expected. It was, well, first of all, if you get those later dining reservations while the fireworks is going on, they shut down that area behind the castle. Yes. It was about maybe 6 o'clock.
Yeah, or so.
So when we went in, you actually check in by the carousel, and they've got it all roped off. No one can go in there. Someone there checking you in, checking your reservation. When they let you through, it's empty. Right. You're walking up to the castle, and it's just you and your family.
Right. So,
I mean, that's worth it to me. It just, such a unique experience. Amazing.
Yeah. So picture that. Think about basically carousel all the way to the castle is empty. Yeah. They've roped it off. Nobody can get in there except for people who have dining reservations. So you're walking into an empty Fantasyland. And the castle, get as many castle pictures as you can, because it is gorgeous. But that's a good note too. If you're going during that later in the evening, closer to the fireworks time, then they do rope off the castle, and you have to go around to the back side of the castle. You can't go in through the front entrance, and because they've got that all roped off.
So it's a trade-off. You won't see the fireworks show from from the main dining position outside where you see the whole show, but you get the experience from the inside, which is still really cool.
It was so cool. It was such a neat experience.
And they play the music to go along with it in there, and you actually see the fireworks shooting off. And it was really neat.
Right. So you have a view, Cinderella's Royal Table has these beautiful stained glass windows, and they face the back side. Of course, it faces the rear side of Fantasyland. So if you were looking out, you would see Fantasyland behind you. It doesn't have a view of Main Street USA. Right. It faces the back side of Fantasyland. And so that's actually where they are shooting off the fireworks. And so looking out from the view there, you see the fireworks as where they're going off, going, and then the huge fireworks display, and they play the music in the restaurant, which is awesome.
That's really cool.
So, yep. And then they also, so when you're coming in, so you come in, empty Fantasyland again, they bring you in, and then they say, hello, your Royal Highnesses, and you get the royal treatment the entire time you were there. So, and Emma, we had her wearing her special princess dress. She just felt like she was a princess for the day. She thought that was such a neat experience. They bring you in, there's the royal chambers, and then it's kind of the royal, royal hall, I think, or
yeah,
I forget what they called it.
Suits of armor, and they've got, it's just, they've got the chandelier and the grand fireplace and this kind of entry room, and then
kind of the throne, and then we were able to get pictures with Emma sitting on the throne.
So cool. And then when they do call your name, they call your it's the royal, they do it like your royalty. It's so cool. And then you go up, when you go in, you go up kind of this
Yeah.
long, grand staircase to
Right,
get up
right.
there.
This long winding staircase that takes you all the way up to the top, and which I didn't expect. I guess for some
Yeah.
reason I didn't realize what it would be like. So you have this long winding, beautiful staircase that takes you up to the top. They do have restrooms, like a little
kind
bit
of
level
midway
down,
between.
midway, and then you go all the way up, and then you come in, and they like announce you, like Ronsick, Royal Ronsick family, or something like that. So it was really cool. You really do get the royal treatment while you're there. It's amazing. So then they seat you at your table. Your cast member comes out to take your orders. It is a prefix menu, so it is a fixed menu, but you do get to choose an appetizer, an entree, and then your dessert. But it's a prefix, so you get to select your options though. So then, yeah, we'll show you, I know we shared kind of a full recap of the menu, what those options were. Some really, I would say this is a fine dining experience.
That's what I'd say. This is really, I think, definitely more than anything in, Magic Kingdom. This, the next closest is Be Our Guest.
Yeah.
Price-wise and kind of experience. This is well above the experience.
Oh my
there.
goodness.
This is true fine dining.
Right. I feel like I had high expectations coming in, but you just don't know what to expect. You're like, oh, is this one of those experiences where, they're kind of riding on their laurels of being inside of the Cinderella's castle, like it's the more of the environment? No, like all of my expectations, they blew them out of the water. I'm not even kidding. The food was excellent. It was on par with some of the best quality food and dining experiences we've had at Disney World.
Yes.
And I'm not kidding. Like we are pretty critical of our reviews and of food, and we appreciate good quality food. And I kind of had that in the back of my mind, like, okay, this is probably going to be one of those things where we're going to go into, it's going to be all about the environment of being inside the castle, and maybe the food quality won't be that great. Nope. It was amazing. It was so good.
Absolutely. And we ordered two things that are kind of, that you can tell when it's an experienced chef kind of preparing that. And I got the scallops, and you got the beef tenderloin.
Yeah, I got the beef tenderloin.
The sauce was amazing on both of them. They were perfectly cooked. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I agree. No, scallops, that can be a hard one for them to do. And
well, that can be rubbery if it's overcooked and not a good experience.
Right, a beef tenderloin, that was the butteriest, like silkiest, like most tender beef tenderloin on up there with some of the best I've ever had. Just excellent. And Brussels sprouts, I don't like Brussels sprouts. They were amazing. I was like, oh, I like Brussels sprouts this way. So that was great.
And for the kids, they had great kids options. Sometimes, even at Disney World, some of the nicer places try to go a little too fancy.
They go a little too fancy for the kids, and they nailed it. They had good kid-friendly options for the kids that were still they were still special the way they presented them, but they were kid-friendly food.
Yeah, like
that they wanted to eat.
We chose just the grapes and cheese, and that's what they want. They just wanted it's a bowl with grapes and little cubes of cheese that most kids would really like. That's perfect to start off for them.
It all had tiebacks to Cinderella, and so it was like Jack and Gus selected this meal for you guys, and Henry the whole time he's like, do you think Jack and Gus wanted to eat my cheese? And I'm like, I bet they did.
So the kids' entrees, though, even those they were high quality, but stuff that kids will eat. Like the mac and cheese was just a good kids' mac and cheese. But then Emma got the grilled,
the tenderloin,
which was still high quality and something that an 8-year-old, at least our 8-year-old loves. So.
Right, and Henry's came with corn on the cob, which he loves. And they just the care and attention they take to the selection of the kids.
I think where you really saw the presentation though was the desserts.
The desserts. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they brought. Emma got the create your own cupcake, which is so fun for kids. They get to make it themselves, and it had they did like a little dusting of
edible glitter.
Yeah, well, they did the chocolate kind of that it was in the castle with the 50th anniversary on it, and she thought that was just the coolest thing ever.
How cool was that, right?
And Henry got it's basically the gray stuff.
Yeah, it was kind of like the gray stuff with a sword inside of it.
It had a little like a cookie that was in the shape of a sword.
Right, that was really cool.
That's the kind of that presentation.
Right, it was all about the presentation, but the quality was still really good. They devoured it. They ate all of it. Yeah. And our desserts, oh my gosh, they were so beautiful. I got the what was it, the midnight, the clock strikes at midnight or something like that, and it was like the chocolate decadence dessert, but it was the chocolate dome cake with mousse, or that also came with chocolate ganache, but then it came with a hazelnut ice cream, and you combine them together, and it balanced it so nicely. It wasn't too heavy chocolate. The hazelnut ice cream helped to balance it out, and it made me feel like I was eating like a Nutella, or not a Nutella, but a Ferrero Rocher chocolate. You know how that combination? It was so good.
Well, the overall experience, and as far as Cinderella coming out, she comes out a lot.
She comes out often.
It's like every 15 minutes probably.
Yeah.
And it's not just, and this is what I was concerned about with the current, how they're doing it, right? You know, they don't come out and actually give autographs and hugs anymore. She kind of goes from a distance, but it was a lot better than I expected because not only did she come out and she was very good about looking at each table, acknowledging each kid, waving to them, or if you wanted to take a picture of her with your kid, she would stop and make sure you do that.
Yeah.
But then it's like every other time she came out, they did this magical Make-A-Wish that made it got dark in the room, and like, all right, everybody make your wish, and now and then it does like the magic in the room, and to a kid that's just amazing.
They thought that was so neat. It was like they had their wishing stars. So you get these little tiny wishing stars when you come into the restaurant, and the kids had to make a wish on their stars, and they would say bippity boppity boo, and then it would go like dim in the restaurant, and it was like magic, and that fairy godmother was working her magic, and that we had all made magic with our wishing stars, and the kids just thought that was amazing.
It was just the coolest thing ever.
And Cinderella was so good with the kids. Every time she would come out, she would blow a kiss to Henry, and she would wave to Emma and curtsy, and it was like every time Henry was like, she remembered me, she blew me a kiss again. It was so sweet.
That's the kind of, and honestly, it's kind of, you know, some places are better than others with the different character experiences. Some places we've been a little disappointed that they just seem to kind of run by and wave, if that. And this was the experience that you expect.
Right.
Where they
you got individualized
your children,
individual attention from a Cinderella to each table, which was awesome. She really spent a lot of, like, even though we couldn't be close up with her, she was from a little bit of a distance. At least we got individual attention for each table, which was awesome. And there wasn't a bad table in the room, I wouldn't say. No. It's a very, like, it was a smaller restaurant than I expected.
Yeah, it's very small because...
Small, I mean, you're inside the castle. It is smaller than I thought.
And that's why it's so hard to get, part of why it's so hard to get a reservation. It's one of the smallest restaurants that they have.
Small, very fine dining experience, beautiful view from whatever part of the room you're in, because it's this high ceilings, high archways, beautiful decor, all the flags and the beautiful stained glass windows. Oh my goodness, just gorgeous from any angle of the room that you're in. That was amazing. Yeah, and we got to watch the fireworks show from inside the restaurant. They played the music. The food, the quality of the food was excellent. And at the end of our experience, so the kids got a few different things during the meal. So they got their wishing stars. They got a signed autograph card from Cinderella, which was really sweet. And then when we left and we went back downstairs. And we went back downstairs. They greeted us and they gave us a parting gift of Henry got a sword. A knight's sword, and then Emma got a fairy wand. Yeah. And Dave and I got one too. So that was
really... They give it to the adults too.
So that was really neat. They have like a surprise at the end of your experience as well, to surprise the kids and families with something at the end.
But all in all, it's something I definitely recommend, something that you should experience at least once.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It is a pricier option at Magic Kingdom. Definitely something you're going to be splurging on because it is a prefix experience. You can't just go for dinner and drinks or something like that. You are going for the whole prefix, the whole meal, whole experience. Definitely, it's going to take some time too. I think we were there for over an hour and a half, I think. So definitely it's going to take some time. It's going to be a lengthier dining experience, so plan for that. Budget for it if you're going to be doing it. It's going to be a pricier option, but definitely worth doing at least once, especially if you love Cinderella, if you love, if you really want a magical dining experience at Magic Kingdom. Fantastic. We couldn't recommend it any higher. We're so glad that we had the opportunity to go there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this dining review. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. It really helps us out. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we welcome you to subscribe. We have lots of dining reviews like this. We're trying to get around to all the different Disney restaurants to review all the different dining options that we have at Disney World. And so we hope if you haven't already, please subscribe to enjoy more content like this, and hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.